Today what I wanted to do is go ahead and show you guys a little bit of a shake and high five. Today what I wanted to do is go ahead and show you guys a little bit of a shake and high five. So if you want to teach your dog to high five, meaning putting his paw up and touching you, the first thing that I like to do is actually teach a shake where you're teaching your dog to lift up their paw. So I'm going to go over that first. The other thing is, for me, I like the dog, he was a good boy. So I'm going to go ahead and reinforce him because as you may know, he gets a little chatty when he's not working and things are set up because he knows there's food, and let's get going. But I like the dog to do the behavior versus me making him do the behavior. So for a shake, a lot of times you'll see people pick up their dog's paw and they can learn it that way. But I like my dog to offer their paw because that's actually what I'm going to want in the end anyway, is them to do the paw. So we want to start them in a sit. You can ask them to sit or you can lure them to sit. I tend to lure them in these positions, meaning one, giving the treat over the nose or just letting them offer that versus going sit and then shake, because I don't want to set up a chain where every time my dog sits, he shakes because I want to have a sit. I don't want to have a sit equal a shake. So I just lure into that. I'm going to try Dexter's right paw so that you can see it a little better. So when I'm starting, can we see there? When I'm starting, you're so handsome. When I'm starting a shake, what I like to do is take the food in my hand. Whoops, freebie. Oops, no, can't see it with the ears, right? Food in this hand, because this hand's going to do the shake. And remember, we do have old man. So let's go real quick. Sorry, let's backtrack. If you're doing this, I know a lot of you have those slick floors, wood floors. Do something on a mat so that they can grab and hold on. Also with our fuzzy Cavalier feet, Grinch feet are fine, but you want to clean those pads, cut those pad furs. So I'm going to also reposition him a little to help bring that leg in, which is something, we're working on with his mobility. So food in this hand so that he's up here, because I want to go back under here and tickle. Yes, and when he lifts up, yes, and treat. So I'm coming, and I know it's probably a little hard, but I'm coming behind his foot and tickling. Yes, and when he lifts up, yes, and treat. So the food up here is keeping him in position, keeping him looking up in here versus, now watch, if I go down to his foot, he knows shake, sorry. If I go down, you're so good, I'm sorry. For a new dog, if you go down to their foot, they tend to bring their head down too. So for new dogs, I want to kind of keep them up here and then tickle, yes. And as they get better lifting up, yes, and treat. So tickle. So tickle, yes, and yes, and treat. So as they're lifting their foot up, eventually they're going to do it on their own, and you can say your cue like shake. So shake, yes. And you can fine tune it where you're going to only reward if it's in the paw. Shake, yes. Shake, yes. Shake, yes. Okay? So shake is step one. Once they master shake, then what you can do is you're going to position your hand differently. So you're going to go shake, yes. And you're starting to think about that high five. So you're starting to slowly lift up that hand, and then eventually we'll turn it. So shake, yes. It's hard too because he's got a nose target. Shake, yes. So once it looks like it's getting pretty good, I would change my word to high five. So high five, yes. High five, yes. Good job. And we'll do one more. High five. Yes. Good job. And when we offer that, good boy, okay. When we offer the other behaviors like the nose target or anything else, we don't say no, because we don't want to demotivate our dog from trying. That is so important. When you're working with your dog and training your dog, we want to motivate them. We want them to be enjoyable and interact with us. So if you don't like the behavior, you ignore the behavior and you wait for the behavior you want, or you kind of fine tune what it is that you're kind of luring and rewarding. Good job. And sometimes we need to reinforce quicker. So first, work on the shake, get that reliable. When you have a good shake like that, then what you're going to do is So your shake's here, and you're slowly going to raise it a little bit higher and start to do your turn until eventually they're doing that smack that way. And that's when you change your word too. So high five, high five. You can change where they do one foot over the other, but you would need to cue it up with a different word. So right high five, low five, you know, whatever you want to do. But visually, dogs are visual, so they're going to learn visual before the word anyway. So if you present your other hand, they're still going to do it with the other hand, except for they might do it with their right foot. And if you want to, right, and if you want to do the left foot, you'd probably need to reshape a little bit. So give it a shot. Post your videos below. We want to see you guys trying. It doesn't have to be perfect, so even during the training session. So here's training session 1, and then later you do training session 2, so that everyone can see the progress and how quick and slow some do. Some of these dogs, so Dexter's 12, remember? So he's actually done this behavior for a while, which is why he offered it so quickly. So new dogs, so as he's sitting here, remember I said you're going to tickle under here so that they flinch. New dogs will take a long time sometimes to actually get that flinch going. Don't worry that it's not in your hand. That'll get there as they start to get a little more comfortable. So give it a try, and if you have other tips, post those tips below too, because we all are learning. Right, Dexter? Say bye-bye. See you in the next video.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to both of our YouTube channels for more free content.